Alright, you know what time it is, kind of. Here playing some Last Flame. I have lost more impossible triple plus games than I can count. But you know what, I feel like I am learning. I feel like I'm getting better, and I have had more and more teams getting close to success, having more and more teams making it to third act, having more and more teams beat the third act boss even. Just not getting into that act 4. or a couple times getting to act 4 and then losing right away. But often having issues getting the fragments of truth to even get into Act 4 when I do beat the Act 3 boss, and sometimes just losing Act 3. Either way, I decided to take a little bit of a break, scale back a little bit, since I'm doing better, because I feel like I actually want to win something. And so I'm doing Impossible Double Plus. I decided, even though I've beat it like once, I think it is literally only once, and maybe it's been too big of a jump to jump right into Impossible Triple Plus. And so I've done a couple of runs. They've been okay so far, and I was gonna stream my first one, but I kind of made a silly mistake and died, just like not tracking flame. Um, and so I'm back here with a more, I think, simple lineup. Well, not simple lineup actually. The lineup's actually very wacky, but I have a more simple setup, I guess. Last time I was like, I had some really good. I was dealt a very good hand in that I had some crazy events that gave my heroes a lot of buffs, but I didn't have a great way to sustain flame when I messed up. This time I have a sunstone. Also have strange bug, which means my heroes, if they can do damage, because they're mostly magic damage dealers, will hopefully survive more. So hopefully all that just keeps me a little more alive. Um, and gets this kind of strange team working. So yeah, I guess I want to yap a little bit about what I've learned so far in trying to beat Triple Plus. Um, while also just doing a little playthrough and hopefully winning. So, quick introduction to the team. We have Atrios, my favorite tank. Don't really have much set up on him right now. We have this Stoneheart, not an ideal second passive, but might heal him a bit. Bending Band to make it a little more efficient. Some okay heirlooms. Definitely need some stuff on him. I have Azura, who I'm hoping will be my big late game damage dealer, but currently has nothing going on really. I have Kasara as decent early game damage, getting out of Act 1, but also going into utility now. A lot of mana regen and some items that do stuff. Hopefully going to be stunning a lot of people with Valkyrie Scepter, and also getting some more debuffs up with Cloak of the Star, ideally lots of shock. Um, Ira, I might have as damage dealer, so that I don't die to bug. I might be a little, utility with her. Not totally sure yet. Korra is the really weird one that I already have a lot of items for, just kind of coincidentally. We got Skeleton Ring, which damages you but gives you a bunch of lifesteal opportunity. I've got Sword of the Surge to even more lifesteal. And then I'm going to finish it off with a Thundering Helm, probably on just like the defense HP heirloom. So she can apply shock to get Azura going. Because once I get some shock down, between Cloak of the Star and this isn't the passive that applies debuffs. Okay, literally just Cloak of the Star. I can hopefully ramp it up a little. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, let's get playing. Choosing a path real quick. I did went the whole first act without going to a campfire, so I have no origin, which is not ideal. So I want to get that ASAP. Spent a lot of my money, so I don't really need to go to a store. I think I'm actually gonna go for the no elite path down the middle here. There's a couple of really annoying. Well, there's one really annoying Act 2 elite. That like if you know what you're doing, you can kind of deal with it. But if you're on one of these really high difficulties, even if you know what you're doing, I feel like you can just fuck you. So it's like it was really annoying when I first started playing, and then I feel like I kind of got used to it, and now I'm playing on really high difficulties again. It's just really annoying again. So full circle. We have these guys. I really hate them. Gotta split everyone up. I will say, right off the bat, I feel like something I'm noticing is how important your like positioning is. Um, in these fights, like there's stuff I don't even think about. Like these guys right here, the Hellguards that put up the damage reduction auras. Like I think you actually have to split them up in certain fights. And maybe that's obvious, but to me it wasn't obvious. I felt like I never really had to think about that or do it. But now I'm, trying to beat Impossible Plus. They're just so fucking unkillable if you don't split them up, and I feel like I have to be thinking about that all of a sudden. The shield might not be bad in Atrios. He's a big defense boy. This is also pretty good. I don't think I want this anymore. Yeah, I'll try and get my tank living a little longer. I think I am just gonna ignore that Dodo and bite and keep recording. Look real quick. Oh, those are some gamers. But I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Content mode. What was I thinking here? What was I saying? Yeah, anyway, so positioning matters. I like losing the first couple fights on the next act isn't that crazy. Kind of just want to rush to either the store or the campfire, whichever thing you're ideally getting your big power boost at. Let's spend some more of these trophies too. Because do I want to reborn right away? I don't think I do. The reborns I was considering was I could maybe do it for Ira. It makes her a bit more of a hybrid damage dealer. I could also just do Korra because it's just really basic. Kind of works. Doesn't do anything interesting, but gives her more attack speed and more shielding. I don't think I'm gonna do anything early though. So let's get everyone tanking up. More HP on you. Really, maybe some lifesteal on you. There we go. I might just one-shot my tank, I'll be real. Oh, we stunned him right before he hit? Alright, we're booling. We're fucking booling. Shield coming in. Oh, so many stuns. My damage is lacking. I need to get my damage up. I need to get the shock up is what I really need to do, actually. Holy shit, I didn't realize balls can miss. They missed again. This sucks. Whatever. We're hitting a campfire. We don't care. Just above the thing too. Oh, but I want heavy armor, so I'm not gonna reroll. It would be more effective if I reroll what 3 times. And then what do I want out of all this? I would not say no to another Ira item. Get my crit up. Okay, so we can hopefully like actually get this going now. I should have had this on the Atrios. I faced the dragon on the first boss and I need to move shit around. Okay. What do you got for me? Portal Master's quite good with Atrios. Guardian's just good in general early. Spellwarden's okay if you have a lot of spell power, which I will at some point. I don't really have enough crit, I don't think. What do I want? I mean, I can change this later. Maybe for now I just take Guardian? I think for now I just take Guardian. Even though it's not like the best thing ever. And the other question is, do I want to play it greedy with Sunstone or not? I think I probably will. Hopefully not massively regret that. I want to get Thundering Helm going. Zura can get going, but then I also want Atrios to actually live a fight or two. Okay, let's see how much this worked. Get you on the crit. Try to split everyone else up for the most part. Actually, let's try to put the tanks together a little bit so they get focused instead of the back line. I think that is ideal. I fear that Korra may have like scaling issues. If I don't like maybe get a different origin or some relic that lets her deal more damage. Since she's relying entirely on lifesteal to survive. It's definitely gonna be like a thing I need to think about. Okay, if I want Ira to do damage, I think they're pretty good options. I don't have a lot of surge right now. I'm still gonna take it first. Take the crit after. I don't want to go too hard on this. I'm gonna break like a 1. I don't think I even really want this. Sort of lets you cast a little more. Yeah. We're not gonna do anything with that. Be real. Oh yeah, easy. Attack speed, love to see it. Oh yeah, okay, because we have the Dino Skull, we can pretty much get everyone to max level. Which is great. Oh, mana battery, perfect. Surge paying off. That lets me take defensive surge here as well. This is really good, actually. Onslaught's pretty good, even though I don't use half of it. Okay, that's it. Alright. I clicked a little too fast. I should put more on. What's her face? Ira. Yeah, so I think I need to split these Hell's Guards up. Because on Triple Plus, this would definitely just be fucking death if these two stood too close to each other. I think I actually want to like go back like this. It's really weird. I would have never thought about doing this before, but I think I have to. They don't even move that much. They at least aren't overlapping anywhere. Okay, and this is doing an insane amount of damage. This is definitely a good choice. At least for now. I don't know if this will be meaningful damage in Act 3, but it's definitely good right now. Sunstoning up. And the last thing is, do I want to take Viking Shield and just get like the defense going crazy on Atreus? Kind of a neat little combo here. It means I don't really want Mending Ban, but that's not the end of the world. Eh, I think there's probably better options in the rare category. I think the last thing I want in Ira at this point is probably just some attack speed for the heirloom. We'll finish her off here. Oh, am I getting shields? There are shields, but I don't think they're being applied to me. I think I take this anyway. Getting a form of shield is probably more useful. Like, having it be useless for a while is probably, and maybe potentially getting shield eventually is probably more useful than those other two. Here we go. We also have the easy boss for Act 2. I knew this like beforehand, that there's like hard bosses and easy bosses. But I feel like I think about it a lot more and play around my flame a lot more. These harder difficulties. Get some casting on some mana, I mean, on Azula. Azura, same thing. Can I actually finish? Yes, I can. Ooh, Omnicrit. That might be a decent way of scaling a little more. Yeah, I don't hate that. Okay, let's see what else we got going here. Mimics the passive. That might be okay for Azura, actually. Robotic Arm would also be pretty handy on someone. I can do Robotic Arm instead of Agile Katana. I think that's just better. Item. I don't really need mana on everyone. No. I either want something really good for Atreus, or I just want like anything for Azura. Boy, is that not any of these items. Really not it. Coffin is quite fun. I actually think the coffin type items are actually quite good in these impossible plus game modes because they let you just live. Okay, Emerald Staff is probably a pretty good pickup for Kisara actually. Shell Ring would also be okay eventually for Azura, but I don't want to get it too early. Oh, this would also be good on Azura eventually. I want to grab it right away. I don't know if it'll be good early. Let's be good eventually. Let's take the Emerald Staff for now. I'm kind of believing in my damage. For better or worse. I think I'm going to be crazy here. Because this boss is so easy, I think you can actually just go all out and go in with basically as little flame as you want. Just be aware, you'll have less flame going into the next act if you do that. So, let's take a look at the Satyr stronger. And I pick one of these, probably this one. Just go for the crits right away. I could go for the crits. Do I want to crit more or do I just want to do damage? Yeah, let's take the damage. And do I want to swap? I don't really think so. I don't know if I do quite enough crits to use Solus. Even though Zero will have a ton of damage. I tried using Solus with like Mr. Pumpkins. With a bazillion damage, it didn't seem to do much, so. Thundercaller I almost had some success with too, that wasn't bad. Jaded Dawn would be pretty good eventually. It would be very good eventually. But the Guardian has been doing so much of my damage. Hard one. Don't really want Frost Golem. Let's do Jaded Dawn. I'm gonna kind of believe more than I maybe should, and if this ends early, then my bad. Skill issue. Yep. My big boy tank go here. This should be pretty free even with Fragment of Truth. Do I want to be extra safe and just give this to Kasara? I think I might just do that. I've got her in a good place to kind of like hit people multiple times too. Another thing to think about with positioning are these weird items where you target allies. I will play it on fast speed because it'll probably take a while. Now that I've gotten rid of that origin that was doing damage. I kinda need Azura just to get big. She will do, even without any items. In theory. Big in theory. Okay, it's alright. What's her face? Ira's doing a ton of damage, gaining the crit damage there. 500% crit by the end of it. And we maxed out, yeah. Jaded Dawn was a good pick. You're actually doing like decent damage now. Lit. We can do this. Another weird thing is like not picking the relic before healing on Acts 1 and 2, because if you get the snake statue, then you may not want to heal. So much like weird shit. Do I want bleed? It doesn't hurt. Troll Mace wouldn't hurt either. Yeah, fuck it, let's do Troll Mace. It gives Aura a little more survivability. Don't really need spell power on Zera. That's okay. I could do Leeching Ring on Atrios. It wouldn't be the worst thing. Wouldn't be the best thing either. Think. Oh, it's every second, which is really nice. Every 2 attacks on Zera. Yeah, no, I think this is. We'll take this first. That's what I want to do. I don't think I want to rush to a shop. I need to get my fragments now, so. Ideally, you want to hit like 1 epic guaranteed and then another one optionally, I think. And I think I can do double campfire, just kind of get everything upgraded into this one. And then potentially have some star encounters, and I can do more if needed. And then I can go to the shop right at the end. So that's the play, that's the play. Oop. We won't do fragments right off the bat. Gonna try and get a little stronger. Another heirloom would be really nice for starts. Oh, all these stuns are so nice for letting my tank actually get online a little, you know. Not that this one really scales that much, but he's at least got the surge passive for tanking. God damn it, get some items on my fucking theoretical carry though. Like even with all the shit she's gaining. She's just not casting enough right now. Alright, give me heirlooms, please. There we go. Give me really specific ones. God, it's never the one you want, man. Somehow, just the book! The book! Okay. There we go, there we go. I don't mind being greedy because of the Sunstone. The Sunstone or Cup of Blood make these so much easier. Sometimes they kind of like give you a false sense of hope. I've had, I think, quite a few runs that have absolutely hobbled, like barely alive to Act 3 because of Sunstone or Cup of Blood, and that's not so useful, but we definitely keep this. Yeah, no, they're useful for staying alive regardless. I'm not gonna go, I'm gonna be a little safe here, just because I don't need to be greedy, because I'm about to hit another campfire. So I can double upgrade there if needed. Ba-do-ba-do. Let's do some splits here. Let's save my trophies in case I want to do a reborn. I actually have very good survivability on Sara herself. Kinda helps everyone else survive. Dude, I hate that these interceptable beams are so fucking hard to actually intercept. Okay, I'm surprised at how tanky Cora is. Like, she lived way longer than I expected. She can probably actually do stuff here. That was not a great fight overall, I will admit. It's actually probably quite nice for Ira. Oh, and this should keep Atreus alive, actually. Maybe not better than Leeching Ring, but earlier. Do I want to reborn? I could reborn Ira and just not stun. That's not the end of the world. But I don't really have spell power though, or even that much attack speed. I have 86 attack speed, so I would gain a massive percentage spell power. But I don't have spell power. I'm not going to gain spell power. I'm not getting it from anywhere. This is not bad. Once again, doesn't stun, but does a lot more damage. I don't really need that. This one just makes her scale less. I don't really want him auto-attacking, I don't think. Although, yeah, I don't really want him. I think I do just take the Cora one, because it's still objectively better than just trophies sitting around, I think. It's a bit of a nothing. And yeah, we're definitely keeping that. We are going to upgrade one more thing. I actually do want to upgrade the healing helm, even though I can't even equip it yet. We're just going to leave this unupgraded. I think it's still pretty good as a rare. And rest up. See if we can take down this first elite. Fucking not the one we wanted. We're probably gonna have to do two. I don't have the scaling tanks to beat this one, I don't think. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I really don't think I can. Positioning for this one's really fucking annoying too. I think I won't do like this. I guess Cronies are just kind of useful. Okay. Well, that. Sometimes I just forget because I like intentionally delay it so long. I just fucking forget. That's just... Okay. Maybe we do actually live here. We're kind of tanking. We're kind of stunning. I just need to live like one more second. Oh my gosh, beautiful. We got it. Oh, nice. So we don't have to do another one. That's actually great. Great. Energy orb, not super useful, but free. Let's get the last Atreus item. Ideally, just like some HP. Perfect. This is like not that crazy tanking, but he's just kind of living, which is great. I don't know if that's the difference between like losing 1+ or if it's just. I guess defensive surge is probably doing a lot this game. I mean, this is actually like not as much as it sounds like. I know Guardian Gloves is maybe this is an item I get very much. Maybe I'm underestimating how good Guardian Gloves is, even without Shield Amp. I don't know. Feels like it's doing a lot. Ideally, what I want here is kind of just a book. Raw damage on Ira isn't that bad either. Attack speed on Ira would be even better though. Oh, HP on Ira. That's probably the more important thing. Live. Okay, so I'm gonna ignore this next elite. I mean, I could try and do more. In theory, that's the hard one. I could try and do more, another elite for another relic. That's a good point. Okay, I'll think about it. I'll think about it after this one. This weird double beam thing that is not as interceptable as it says it is might be a problem. I'm really not sure how you block this one. You need like a back tank, which is so much easier said than done. You maybe try and do it like this. Azura can be a little bit of a tank. I'll just put Fragment of Truth on, hope for the best. I think actually part of what's making Ichigo's tank decently is the absolutely insane amount of stun this team is doing. Okay, Ira is working as a back tank, kind of? Oh, I need like one more cast to get the magic steal going. I don't think we're winning this one. Hey, I don't want to do an elite if I'm dying here. TBH. TBH. Let's see if we can't just. This one should be way easier. I hope. I'm pretty sure it should be way easier. I guess we'll see. Is doing this gonna make them get hit? Do it like this order instead, so don't get hit by the AoE. Okay, a lot of stuns. Yeah, Aethere's it's really hard to tell how good of a tank he is. Oh, I feel like I'm running out of damage a little bit here. I need to like I think Impossible Triple Plus I would have already lost. Like having Azura not be online is so bad right now. That being said, this perma-stun is fucking insane. In some ways, I feel like stun has felt somewhat weak in these difficulties because once they start enraging, they just like don't they don't get stunned as long. But it's working really well right now, so I don't know. Maybe I was underestimating it. Oh, I need such like specific shit right now. I got one more fight too. I really don't want to get too low on flame. I'm about to hit a shop too, and get an elite reward. I don't need to go too crazy. I'll just grab garbage if I have to. Yeah, this is probably not amazing, but it's like fine. I'm about to hit the shop, so I can put on this with absolutely no worry at all. The mushrooms are a bit annoying. Putting both mushrooms on one guy is the end of the world. Let's see, actually, can I do this? Yeah, I think this is like bad for the lineage for the Harpy, but I think it's probably worth it for the early crit. I have lifesteal, right? Why aren't you healing more? No, she's fucking dead. I won't lose even if I lose this, but... Oh wait, Azura's actually online! Hold up, hold up! That's crazy. Oh boy. Okay, that's a lot of shock being done by both of these as well, which is awesome. Oh boy, we're online, we're online. It's like not incredible, but it's okay. And look at that health, look at that health. Yeah, 26,000 damage on Pauperino. Item, I need like just a book. Book, please. Book, please. Book, please. Defense is also not the end of the world. I think better here. Man, a regen thing will be very funny. Do I need Kisara to cast? Do I? Also, how much is this doing? How much is Mana Battery doing? Oh, that's actually... I kind of wish I could see my fight recap right now. How much is Mana Battery doing? The amount of stun and healing and debuffs I could get... I mean, actually, because I have Energy Orb, doing more debuffs might be worth it. And the fact she never casts is really whatever. I don't care. Is that, or I maybe put like... that's kind of it, actually. That's the only thing I'm really wanting to consider here. Freezing attacks wouldn't be the worst, but it's like not that good. Yeah, I'm going for it. I'm going fucking crazy here. Hopefully that didn't like screw up everything. But yo row. Yeah, these are not fabulous items, but I do think Mana Staff is useful enough just for getting off the ground faster. And we found a book, which is fabulous. We love the book. Yeah, we just grab Mana Staff. I don't need to equip it right away. What boss are we up? We're against the easiest boss for Act 3. Once again, easy boss, Poggers. So we could just chill and make my decision afterwards. We'll see what I should have grabbed one of them. I should have grabbed a couple items instead of the money, but whatever. We can put you here. We can actually do a little bit of a split on the aggro. You don't need to do it, but it's like yeah. We'll still give her the heirloom. We'll hold off on upgrading. Hold off on my trophies too, enough. Yeah, okay, I'm putting Kisara. Okay, holy shit. 150. Look at it! Look at it go! Holy crap, can you imagine if she had Mr. Pumpkin's passive? She'd be the strongest tank in the world. Holy cow, okay, that's really something. Yeah, Energy Orb is doing all I need. Holy. Alright, this is one of the funniest builds I've ever seen, I swear. These aren't super interesting. I just take the burns. Heal, we don't swap heroes. Okay, I don't think she's gonna get enough attacks off to use Equinox. Omnicrit, it might still be okay. This is where like I regret not maybe taking crit items. It might be okay because it would still be especially just a 20% boost to damage. I don't really want a 20% boost to damage though. I just want her to ramp up faster. I'll try a couple more, and then I'll probably just stop. Dark Knight armor isn't terrible because that means she ramps up with Giant Potion a little bit quicker. I'm gonna hold on to that. Oh, Survivor's Hat is actually very interesting on her. It makes her like basically unkillable. It isn't like super necessary, but it is useful. It is actually very useful. Charles Amulet is also fairly interesting. Because of how big the shield gets later, but it's like whatever. Oh, actually, I just realized we have fucking infinite stun, and this will make her max mana like 0. Hell, that is probably the way to go. Survivor's Hat, I wonder, it's 50-50 here. I think because I have 2 damage dealers, like Ira's actually doing really good damage, I don't need a 0 to be unkillable, like, if she gets big bugged, like, it's mostly a problem with big bug. And I think Korra's been surprisingly tanky too, so I think between those two, I put Korra and Kisara on the same hand, I think. They kind of stun like one hand, and then Atrios tanks the other. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Like normally this would actually kind of slow ramping a little, but I think our stun is so insane, it'll actually make it faster. Last trip is to the fireplace. We get 1 or 2 more enchants. I forgot I had this. It's actually not crazy useful. But it's fine. Oh, I wish I knew how much it was actually doing. It's whatever. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade Thunder Dagger, and just to be really safe, since we've made it this far, I don't desperately need Frozen Spear to be upgraded. I don't think I need Powerful Staff either. So I am just gonna rest and go in like a little pussy, but you know, what can you do? Crits for more stuns. Ba-dum. Just be here to heal, I guess. I don't think this guy does. It's like kind of all AoE. There's no like cleave mechanic here. Okay, and this one should actually be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and, I really want Atrios to like live shit though. And defense is super valuable, so we'll take that. We have 30 more. We can maybe use here. Probably on Sara. That's going to be the only one that's viable. There we go. Just instantly to 3 mana. Not quite permacast, I don't think, but pretty close. This is permastun. This is so obscene. They'll break out of it eventually, but holy shit. This spider usually stuns you. Holy fucking shit. Are you seeing this? This is crazy. Alright. How much of this is from the staff? A decent amount is from the staff, actually. Just because I have so much surge. Maybe upgrading the staff would be fine, but I think making sure I have damage from multiple sources is very handy. With that in mind, I mean, Azura does AoE damage, so this should be no question. The stun should actually be less useful here, because she can only really stun one hero. It's definitely more useful when you're against one big boss like that than it will be here. She casts once and like never again. She has to like right click her way to an insane amount of max mana. 27. Yeah, and Azura's online. This like late getting online thing, not getting online till like the end of the third act, just doesn't seem to fly in Impossible 3. But he's working on Impossible 2. I don't. The difference in Act 3, it's like 100% HP difference. I think it's like 415 versus 520 or something, or 425 versus like 510. Maybe is that more like it? Like in terms of percentage of HP, that's how much more they get from like base. So I don't know. I definitely feel like there were probably some close fights that would have lost otherwise. But yeah. Okay, I have 30 to spend. Yeah, and as predicted, this is the only way I can use it, and I'll take more mana regen. Okay, I think I want you two on the same one that stays stunned, and you can go here. This is the one that does a big spike of damage, so I think that's probably better against Atrios. And this one is Gorb, which does less damage. Which hopefully Korra can just tank. Okay. I'd be so sad if I lose on the last step because I've like fucked up the positioning. Something I've absolutely done before. I think I'm okay here. I'll just separate you a little bit more. No, yeah, no, this is fine. It's furthest, right? So we'll go for a 0. Yeah, it should be fine. We're gonna watch this on normal speed. Yeah, so he survives the stab okay. This hand isn't even moving. Meanwhile, Azura's ramping up. Ira's also ramping up. A little slower than I expected. But this just one shot? One shot's the babies. Not so much the big guy. But there we go. Impossible ++. There's the seed if you want it. I don't know if there's a way for me to... if I can copy paste it, I'll put it in the video description. Otherwise, yeah, good shit, man. Good shit. Pretty good DPS on Ira. Not Ira, sorry, on Azura. Ira's kind of mediocre. Insane, fucking utility on Kisara, though. This is crazy. This is definitely like... This is wild. This might be like one of the best utility I've ever seen. This is just so obscene. Mana Ninja is like a passive I've been wanting to try and use more because I know there are other utility uses of this that are insane. Like Pirate's Hook is an example of an item would be absolutely insane with Mana Ninja, but like you don't really just want to like YOLO it because if your hero has mana regen and needs to cast, then you don't want to take it. And if your hero doesn't really care about casting, then you probably don't have the mana regen to make use of it. And like I feel like you need things to fall in place a certain way. It's definitely something you're wanting to pick up later, or maybe in like the middle of a run. But I don't know. Seeing it work here was crazy cool. Big fan. Definitely not the most like damage per hit I've seen out of Azura, but not bad, especially given how late I kind of cobbled everything together there. Ira bringing us through the mid game. I'm also amazed this core build that I kind of had. This was like all done in the first act, and I really thought it was going to fall off and have more problems. But even in this final fight, she was able to survive. Part of that was definitely because Kisara was allowing allowing people to survive by enemies just not attacking. But yeah, I'm surprised how well this build worked. Honestly, I know it's not like doing a lot other than tanking, but and applying shock, applying a lot of shock. Don't underestimate that. But yeah, anyway, that's enough yapping. Um, yeah, see y'all in the future, I'm sure.